Seeking a Friend for the End of the World is one of those movies that stick with you for some reason. Maybe it's the plot, the concept, the music, the dog, the actors, or something else. I find it fascinating. It's truly remarkable how they can create this world that is nearing its end and show the reaction of the people to it. As a species, we've always been obsessed with the end of the world. Most major religions have some end of the world scenario, and scientists believe in some ends of the world. Climate change, for example, or in millions of years when the sun shuts down. This film takes on that and shows us a very human reaction to such a situation. Some decide to try heroin or get into orgies. Some seek someone to not be alone, while others hire a hitman to off themselves. What's cool is that it shows the broad spectrum of human reactions in the very little time the movie has. The film even breaks the sexual tension between the characters quite early on, in order to build up to that exquisite finale. Doomsday films usually have their heroes save the world or somehow survive, but here they make it very clear that nobody will survive. And that's it, deal with it. I think what I like the most about this movie is just imagining myself in such a situation. Not that I want to die in a doomsday situation, but it makes me wonder what kind of person I would be. Great films make you ask questions, so that would make this one a great one. You know what else is great? The performances. Keira Knightley and Steve Carell have a lot of chemistry somehow, and they give quite a good performance. It's always good to see Steve do more serious roles. Not that this movie is starved of comedy. It has its very good funny moments, and it has fun with this idea of the end of the world. The direction is good, with some beautiful shots, and it maintains perfect timing. You don't feel it's a minute too short or a minute too long. To my surprise, this film doesn't have a particularly high score by critics. I compare it to The Secret Life of Walter Mitty, of which I've made a video about it. I'll link it somewhere. These are the kind of movies that stick with some people, but the critics don't like it because it's not Persona by Bergman. I think the film was unfairly judged as just another comedy about the end of times, without looking at the heart of it. We have two broken individuals who find each other and decide to spend their literal last days together. It's beautiful. The music is great. The record selection is immaculate, and it's a great way of communicating the characters' emotions. The film is well written. It even explains very far ahead what hyperinsomnia is and how it affects her. Every time I watch this movie, and I've rewatched it a handful of times, mind you, I wonder why we seemingly stopped making films like this. It feels like now you can only make pure dramas or silly comedies based on already established IPs. I just hope we can get more films like this one. Films that don't intend to be turned into franchises or make us wait for a part 2. They just exist to tell this particular story and live in the hearts of the people who enjoyed it. As always, thank you for watching. See you next time.